Hi, I'm Mayor Jerry Bennett from City of Palos Hills. It's great to be back on Channel 4 again to bring you some updates on the City of Palos Hills. It's pretty hard to believe that it's already been a year since the pandemic, and I know all of us have gone through a very tough year. Unfortunately for those who had lost their lives and certainly who went through some terrible sickness over the COVID-19. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. As I speak at this taping, more and more vaccines are coming into the Cook County area. And I know in working with the Cook County Department of Health, they've indicated that more and more locations are going to be opened up for the opportunity to expand the number of people that can be vaccinated. We're working right here in Palos Hills, potentially down the road with either the high school or possibly even Moraine Valley Community College, if that is made available and through the work of both the Cook County Health Department and Moraine Valley Community College. We would really appreciate if that were to take place. But still, as we approach a year, the city still had a very, very busy year. I mentioned last time around that our chief of police had retired and our deputy chief, Jeff Cuccio, moved up as chief of police, and he's doing a great job already. Made some changes within the department. We're going to increase training this year, and certainly with some of the mandates coming out of Springfield, additional equipment that's going to have to be supplied to our officers. But we're very excited about him as chief of police, and we know he's going to do a good job. The city of Palos Hills still ranks in the top 10 lowest crime rates in the entire state of Illinois. That has been the work of our police department, but also of our citizens, who help and cooperate with us on keeping their eyes and ears open to the neighborhoods and call us when there is something suspicious or they feel the need of an officer to be called into the area. So we thank you for that. The city again continues in its expansion. Our Public Works building was completed over the summer and including into the fall, where some additional work was done on the outside. Our Public Works department, those guys are great. I mean, they almost act like a construction company. And in fact, the entire Public Works yard that was built next to our new building was all done by our crew. We built a large salt container building. And as it turns out, and as we knew, that going from 3 different locations at one time to now put everybody under one roof, both the equipment and having a yard right next to the building, has made snow plowing this year even more efficient than we've ever had before. They're not running to 2 or 3 locations, not only for to supply themselves with salt for the trucks, but now it's all again under one roof. The open house we still plan to have this spring, late spring, early summer, to give all of our residents an opportunity to visit and view that new facility. In fact, we've already had, through the cooperation of Roseland Community Hospital, we had COVID testing take place a couple weeks ago through their cooperation, drive-through opportunity for people to be tested. We plan on doing 1 or 2 more again going forward with the hospital, so we thank them for their help and cooperation. Roberts Road project that started late summer, or actually almost late fall, was delayed due to weather and also problems with the county had problems with the COVID situation with their crews. So that was halfway done. The center lanes, as you know, have been paved, and we hope our early spring they'll complete the project, finish off the entire road and the curb work that still needs to be done on Roberts Road. Also this year we are in the final stages with both the county and the state to complete that major improvement to the intersection of 111th and Roberts Road. Our intent is to have a right turn lane going westbound on 111th Street. We are going to use pavers across all 4 of the crosswalks on the intersection. And again, we're going to use some hardscape on all 4 of the corners. It'll be similar to what you may see if you go out to Orland Park with the planter box or brick streetscapes that are on all 4 of those corners. So that project, we hope, will go out to bid late fall of this year, and hopefully within a year that project will start, which will really improve a nice gateway going into Palos Hills. Pretty happy with that project. Also, the building department. As I mentioned last time around, we had a very, very active year with the department, both commercial and residential construction. And in fact, over the last 5 years, the city of Palos Hills has seen almost $35 million in new commercial construction take place in the city, along with almost $60 million in residential. That included not only homes, but also remodeling and various home improvements. So certainly our residents are taking great pride in their community, and certainly the upgrade of what's taking place with residential construction certainly reflects that. The last month we had finally the Thornton gas station open up at 111th and Roberts Road. They did a beautiful job. They took up 3 lots that were vacant on that corner. That's up and running. And also on 95th Street, a new Dunkin' Donuts went up at about 89th Avenue on 95th Street. So we're happy to see those 2 new projects come into town. Also, I'm also chairman of the board of Southwest Central Dispatch. And as I mentioned at our last time around, that we are relocating Southwest Central building from Palos Heights to Palos Hills. It's being built on 95th Street, right across from the Sabre Room. We're about halfway done with the construction of that building. It's going to be a 15,000 square foot building. It's about $8.5 million. And we're able to secure a $2 million grant to underwrite the cost of that. So that project hopefully will be done by the end of June, sometime maybe mid-July. And again, it'll be a beautiful state-of-the-art facility, which with Southwest Central, we work with 10 other communities in providing that dispatch service to our town, or to the Southwest area. As far as our Park and Recreation Department is concerned, we've been certainly under restrictions regarding activities of the department. We have been able to modify some smaller classes, still have been able to do a daycare center, preschool out of the facility. So they've still been working in that area. But probably this year, one of the more significant things that took place was the completion of the east side of Bennett Park, where we had put in all types of different amenities, an amphitheater, pavilion, a waterfall, and various outdoor activity, physical ed activity pieces that are out there, along with play pods for various children. And in fact, this spring, we will begin construction of the second phase of the park on the west side with a brand new playground area, along with finishing the trail around the western portion of the park. So divided east and west, it'll be almost a mile trail in the front and a mile trail in the back. This year also we were able to provide a sledding hill for the kids during the wintertime, and they've already taken advantage of that. And with the winter weather that we've had, we've seen many of the kids that are out there using that facility. But probably even more importantly, the city of Palos Hills, when we planned to do the park, we went to the Illinois Park and Recreation Department about what was new out there in the type of park equipment and park facilities. And we were able to design and come up with a plan that featured various aspects of what outdoor activity would be. And in fact, recently, last week as a matter of fact, the city of Palos Hills was honored to be recognized by Playcorps for having all 5 national demonstration site designations, which is the first in the nation of a local park to have, meaning that there are 5 aspects. We have playful play areas, we have outdoor adult fitness, we have nature play areas, we have youth physical fitness. We have probably the most important thing is inclusive play, meaning that we're able to provide a park opportunity for those who are special needs, ADA, or certainly handicapped. And I think it's an amazing thing. Not too many parks have been able to facilitate that all at one site. And again, we were recognized as the single play area in the nation that provides all 5 of those aspects. It was a great recognition that we received, and we look forward to completion of the west part of the park this early spring or late spring, early summer. One of the things about that entire park is that we were able to do that with grants from the state of Illinois totaling almost $425,000. We were able to build the east side and now the west side with that grant money. And in fact, I think a lot of people don't realize that the city of Palos Hills does not have a park district, nor do we have a park and recreation tax. We operate the park department through a line item in the budget. It's an opportunity that we can provide park and recreation, special events, services to our seniors and youth, all through that department without any taxation to the citizens of our community. And in fact, over the years, when you look at our parks, the land that we've acquired, the building, the community center, the town square, Veterans Plaza, the recent park that we put in, and a few years back, we were able to re-equip the entire city with new park equipment. That was all done through grants, totaling almost over $2.5 million in grants to allow us to do the physical part of improving our local parks. So we're very happy and proud to continue to provide those services with minimum amount, any tax dollars coming from the citizens of our community. The City of Palos Hills, we continue to operate on a very tight budget. We have one of the lowest tax rates in Cook County, municipal tax rates in Cook County. And that's because, again, we don't have things like park and recreation tax or park district taxes. And we operate on a thin dime and have not gone to a tax levy increase in many, many, many years as far as our local property tax. But again, it's also one of the lowest in Cook County. Over the years, we've been recognized for our financial operation. We've received for almost 27 years now our Government Finance Association's award for the excellence in financial reporting, and I want to thank our City Treasurer Ken Nolan for doing an outstanding job and working with staff in being able to be the transparency that we have with our financial accounting. As we move forward, just last week, again, the city was recognized by an article. It was an article written in both the USA Today and Money Magazine that Palos Hills, they went about in the country and looked at the 10 best housing values in the nation. And that were suburban communities that were outside a major city that provided access, obviously, to the big city, but also affordable housing. And Palos Hills was ranked third in the nation as having the most affordable housing in the entire country. And that was based on things like schools, that all of our schools are highly rated, and other quality of life amenities, which include low crime, and certainly, as I mentioned, some of the outdoor park and other amenities that would go along with what makes a great community. So we're very, very proud to be ranked third in the nation as being one of the most affordable suburban communities in the area. So that doesn't take place, however, without the help of many people in this city. I've been fortunate over the years to have some great department heads. We've had some turnover in the last few years, and I've got a very young professional staff who are service oriented, and they know and understand that they're there to deliver service to the residents of Palos Hills. All of our staff, we worked through the pandemic. We have served our residents as best we can during this very difficult time period. But more importantly, I think the staff, department heads and the staff of the city are dedicated to serving the citizens of Palos Hills. They know that's the mantra that I've said over the years, and I think we continue to try to do that the best we can. We live in a great community, home to Moraine Valley Community College, and again, some of the great schools in the southwest suburban area. And that partnership that takes place with education, good community services, Palos Hills is a place for all people, young, old, those who want to retire, professionals, families. I think we offer it all, and proud to be a part of that over the years. And I know that going forward, that any questions you have, we have a website that's dedicated to providing information constantly to our residents. We certainly try to provide answer questions or provide service to our residents by simply calling us. Give us a call if you have a question or concern or need of service from our city departments. Just give us a call. We're there to help our residents as best we can. As I close, I want to say to everybody, certainly with the opportunity now of the vaccines being available more and more, that you still continue to stay safe. Wear your mask, social distance. We are getting closer to getting through this. I hope this summer we'll be able to return to our Friendship Festival, and people again will be able to get out and see their neighbors, enjoy their neighbors, play together, work together, and continue to make Palos Hills one of the best suburbs in the Southwest area. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.